Hi, my name is Aderinokun, and I'm a co-founder of Bitcoins, a cryptocurrency exchange for Africa. Well, there are two answers to this question because most people don't really understand software development in itself, but then cryptocurrency throws like a whole other thing into it. So as a developer, I just say that I make websites. So you've probably been on things like Facebook and Google, and I can just say, yeah, I've made something similar to that. But if you want to go a bit more deeper into Bitcoins and building the cryptocurrency exchange, we're trying to build something that will enable anybody to easily be able to buy or sell any form of cryptocurrency. So for example, Bitcoin, using their Nigerian bank account or debit card. So being able to instantly buy a digital form of currency. I've always been really interested in software development, like making websites since I was a teenager. I used to play this online game called Neopets, and I think as part of it you could do some very, very basic HTML or just making like sort of websites. And so that's what made me really fall in love with like designing and making websites. And I've been just doing it ever since. At the time, I didn't even look at it as a career because I didn't think it was something you could do full time. I was just doing it like as a hobby. But when I realized that, yeah, there are people that actually do this, I just decided, okay, I need to try and do it. Well, interesting things I worked on. Well, probably one of the most fun things I've worked on was creating a bot for Slack that was like imitating DJ Khaled. So you could be talking to it and then it would be saying stuff in the way like DJ Khaled talks, like major key and all of that. So that was quite fun. And basically probably the most fun things are just the random projects that I do that probably aren't very useful, but they are just like fun and I learn a new technology in the process. And yeah, those are probably the most interesting. Well, when I hear the term balance for better, it just, I guess, makes me think about equality or rather equity between like men and women, especially in the like field that we're in, like technology or software engineering in general. There's quite a huge imbalance between the number of men and women basically at any level from junior all the way to senior. And I think having a better balance would definitely make not only the products that we make better, but it would just be a better experience for everybody involved. It's really important for there to be gender equality in STEM because, like I mentioned before, it just makes a better product. So if you're just thinking from the aspect of you want to build the next Facebook or you want to build the next like iPhone, and you want it to be a successful product, it's very important that the people working on it have a good representation. So a good example of this is how when the health app in the iPhone first came out, there was like literally nothing related to women's menstrual cycles in like a health app, which when you think about it is like really ridiculous because it's something half the population goes through like every single month, yet there was absolutely nothing related to it in the app. And that just kind of shows that you miss such obvious things by not having good representation. So if you want to think about it just in the sense of you want to build a product that's successful, yeah, you need representation in gender, in race, and like basically as much as you can possibly do. I guess I would say maybe you should have like started doing this even earlier because like I said, I have been doing this since I was like a teenager, and as I also said at the time, I didn't really think of it as a career. I didn't really think that I could go and do it, and because of that I went and got 2 degrees in completely separate fields. And now that I know that this is what I should have done all along, maybe what I've said is that I should have just like studied computer science or just started doing it seriously as soon as I was like interested enough, because I don't know, by now I could be like the next Steve Jobs, or rather the next Steve Wozniak, or anything like that. So I guess just start doing it earlier.